Hi, I'm Kaylee and I live in North Dallas, Texas with my husband and my 2 kids, which are 5 and 1.5. I wanted to start a podcast for a while and I thought now would be a good time to do that, just to keep our families and friends still involved in our lives. We are very family oriented and it's been very difficult having to be quarantined, and I thought this would be a really good way to show what we're doing, what my oldest is learning in school, and what I am crafting and making. Okay, so I guess we'll start off with what I am making currently, or what I have made during the quarantine. So I am a knitter. I love to knit. It has definitely helped my anxiety just having like something to do with my hands. Like I cannot sit still. And so it helps me to keep my hands busy and complete a goal and make a thing. And it's really helped. Anyways, so I started these Everyday Hermione's. They're socks. I started one pair, I think around Christmas of last year, 2019, and I had to get out the other one to finish, kind of when all of this crazy virus stuff started. So one was done last year. Then I finished the second one, maybe like a month ago now. So here's what they look like. I really love the yarn. So the top yarn is a Madeline Tosh yarn I got a while back. And then this sock is Primrose Yarns. It's really, really nice and squishy. They're like my favorite socks. This is my favorite sock pattern too, Everyday Hermione's. They're just really cozy and stretchy. I really like them. The second thing that I finished was some matching socks for me and my little. So I finished her pair during the quarantine. And but I finished my pair, I think, fall of last year, so 2019. So here's her pair that I finished. They're really fun. This pattern is the Rose City Rollers for littles. I really like this pattern because they're so fast, and there's no ribbing. I am not a huge fan of ribbing, so if I can skip ribbing anytime, I will. Yeah, so here's her pair. Here is my pair that I made for me. This is the, let me see, they're all kind of bunched up. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Coffee Sock Talk pattern by Tracy Miller. It's got a really fun pattern and a faded toe with reverse stockinette. So that was really, really fun, and I'm looking forward to making another pair. I don't know if you can see the toe, but they're really fun. So now me and my little have matching pairs of socks, and I plan on making some for my oldest, but he's picky. He wants a certain color, so I don't have that yet. Okay. Oh, I didn't say what yarn I used for this. This was a really fun yarn that I got from Dragon Horde Yarn. She is an indie, or she's a, is it indie dyer? She's a dyer of yarn. I really like her yarn. She has really fun colors. This was like what was it? A one-time thing, a one-time, what? It was like a special, it wasn't a club. What is it called? Anyways, it was inspired by Luna Lovegood, and I can't remember exactly what it was called. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it was inspired by Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, and it's really fun. Pink and purple and blue speckles. So the next pattern I'm going to show is the Raindrop Sweater by Tin Can Knits. I knit this for my daughter who is 1, or 1.5. I made the 1 to 2 year old size for her because she's kind of on the smaller side, and I knew that it would fit her through the spring, or from the spring now, 2020, to at least the fall or maybe even the spring of next year. So, and it really does. It fits her really well. It's a little big on her now, actually, just a little bit. So I know that it'll probably fit her towards the end of the year, or maybe even next year. We'll see. Kids are weird. They do weird growth spurts. But anyways, here is the little sweater. It's got a rolled neckline and this cute little lace pattern. It also has rolled sleeves and a rolled hem. So it went really fast. Oh, the yarn I used was from Woolberry Fiber Company. This is their fingering weight. I can't remember what it's called. It's their fingering weight with a little bit of cashmere. So it is nice and soft and squishy and fluffy, and I want one too. So that's all of that I have finished, but I do have some things that I am working on. Right now I'm working on a pair of socks for a friend. I'll go ahead and show you. They're actually another pair of Everyday Hermione's. So this is just the first sock. This is how much I've worked on it. Actually haven't had very much time to knit lately. I've been doing other things, so I just pick it up whenever I'm watching movies or whenever I have time. But I mean, if I really sat down and worked on it, I could probably get it done within the next few days. Anyways, so the yarn I'm using for this is Long Dog yarn. It is the colorway Dark Dimension, I think. Where did the little tag go? Here it is. Yeah, it's the colorway Dark Dimension, and it is Long Dog yarn, her bounce sock. So it is a 75-25. And here is her little tag. Super, super cute. I love her yarn too. She has really fun colors and speckly yarns. So I think that's all I have that I'm making. I am still doing some school with Asher. We homeschool, which later on in this little video podcast thing that I'm doing, I want to include like what we're doing in school, like if we're doing like a special project or like a field trip that we would like to share. That would be something that I would really like to include later on. Let's see. I mean, we're not doing anything really exciting right now. He's just kind of finishing up his kindergarten curriculum. So just basic letters, ABCs, letters, ABCs, it's the same thing. So yeah, we're just kind of finishing up his kindergarten curriculum and not really going anywhere. We do have a local park that it's not usually busy, so we've been trying to go at least twice or once a week and just do like a nature walk. Otherwise, we're just in the backyard trying to get some outside time. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about this time. This is, again, just mostly for keeping my family and friends updated with what we're doing, what we're making, what we're up to, especially since we've all been kind of quarantined, missing each other's faces and voices. Like, you can talk on the phone and FaceTime, but it's just so much different. I hope everyone is having a great day, regardless. Staying safe, staying healthy, staying mentally sane. And yeah, I will include links to all the yarn dyers I mentioned, my local yarn shop, because now they are offering online shopping, which is fantastic, and all the patterns that I mentioned before. And later on, if I mention like curriculum, whenever I'm talking about schooling or whatever, I will link that too. So, I think that's it. Okay. Bye.